Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing well. I forgot to post in here about being live today. I had a crazy day yesterday and just didn't get around to much social media. Good morning, Barb. But it does happen. Good morning. Hi, Susie. Oh, here comes everybody. Yay. Good morning, Deborah. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Patty. Good morning. So today, let me show you what I feel like painting, because I usually decide in the morning and just do whatever I feel like, oh, this thing, I should have changed that. Do you think I'd ever remember to do that? I'm going to paint Philly soft pretzels. So in Philadelphia, well, I'm going to have to pull this back a little bit. It's an 8x8. It's a little larger than what I usually paint on for you guys. But in Philadelphia, their soft pretzels all come in a row like this. They're all mushed together, and they're like, they're like foreshortened, I guess. They're actually missing that other loop that a regular soft pretzel or pretzel would have. But that's a Philadelphia soft pretzel, and that is what we're going to paint today. So let me mix up some colors. Good morning. Glad to be back. I was sick with a cold. Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Nice hair. Yes, got my hair done yesterday. I love that. Always makes me happy. Get my hair done. Pull that. I think you can see okay. I tried to clean up a little bit. You wouldn't even notice, would you? It still looks a mess here. And I have kind of different colors out since I'm painting mostly browns. I'm going to make it really colorful in the background. I think maybe I'll start with my permanent rose as my color in the background and try and keep it colorful and fun. Hi, Carol Ann. How are you? So I'm just going to mix up some, like I need a shadow color, a background color. And in my Inspiring Art group, I always want to do like a lesson on browns, which I never used to like the color brown very much, but now I'm learning to really appreciate it because in painting, it sure does come in handy. To neutralize colors, usually if you put like a less vibrant color against a really bright color, it makes your brighter colors really stand out, things like that. I'm going to make pretzel colors. They're too far away. I guess you can see that okay. So last night we had our corn pie night. We make corn pie once a year when corn is in season, and it's kind of already feels like it's passing. I feel like summer went by so quickly. I think I probably say that every single year, but my goodness, how is it kids are back in school already? That's just crazy to me. I feel like I didn't have a summer yet, and now it's over. Don't like when that happens because I love summer. I need a little bit of Indian yellow. I want it a little more vibrant. Just a touch. And this is my favorite. This Vasari Indian yellow is unlike any other that I've found. There, that's better. Yeah, summer did fly by. Especially when I'm like doing art shows. It makes the time go so fast because I don't really have time to do summer things. Get a little bit more of this. So what's new with everybody? Where's everybody watching from? Glad you remembered to come on here. I'm sorry I didn't remind everyone. I feel like my Instagram algorithm or whatever is just the worst lately. I might keep losing followers. Not that I really care, but it's been something I've been kind of working on for a long time, and I'm so close to a milestone number. And it's happened before, but like it just does not show my content to anyone. And it does get a little discouraging. Get to a point where I need a little bit of blue out here. Like I don't even feel like doing it anymore, which is okay. Maybe it's time for a little break. So if you want to see my content, you kind of have to look for it. Like they're not going to show it to you. Sometimes if you go and look for someone's content, then they'll start sharing it with you again. Let me see. Oh, I'm missing this. Katy, Texas. Sydney. Is that Australia? Wow. Let me see. North of Atlanta, Illinois, Sweden. Oh, how fun, Sweden. Oh, it's happening to you too? I wonder if it's kind of across the board. I haven't talked to anyone about it. Barb said, how could we forget to come on? It's my Wednesday morning ritual. Oh, I love that. It has been awful. Okay, so you feel like that too, Ellie. It's not just, I thought it was just me. I don't see my followers' content. Yeah. Could you name your early colors? My early colors? There's a bell on your page to get notifications when you post. Oh, like that I can get notifications if someone I'm following posts. Well, gosh, I can't deal with any more notifications. You know how, it always says, do you want those notification alerts or whatever? It's like, do not alert me to anything because I can't keep up. Oy. I have been feeling like I can't keep up lately. Oh, that's a nice, so that's a good color for a shadow. And now the background, maybe a little pink would be fun. Oh, I see things I don't want to see. Yeah, what's going on? I do not know. Maybe, just take this whole thing. Oh, that would be a crazy color, wouldn't it? Or should I go a little violet, maybe? I don't know if I'm going to like that. Put white in there. Certainly different for me. It's not a color I use very often. Oh, what were your colors? My first colors I mixed. Oh, I used, I've got to get these memorized a little bit better. Burnt sienna, and this is raw umber, burnt sienna, and this is, I think this is this French raw sienna light. All those nice browns. Let me put a little purple in there and see what happens. Kind of Pepto-Bismol-ish, isn't it? I don't know if I like that. Maybe I could do it a little and then add a little pink into it. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. But that might be nice with that other color. Take a little of that and add purple. This. We'll see what happens. We're going to just play and have fun. Interesting to see how others do. Did I miss any one thing? It's very late. It's very late when you come live. Oh, for you, wherever you are, it's late. I know. I always think I should go later because then people on the West Coast would be more likely to watch. But 8 o'clock really works for me because, I have to start my day. I wait too long. Okay, I like that. Let's just play with that. I have to clean this off or I'll forget. I've been trying to silence my phone for less distractions. Yes, I agree. Well, and the funny thing with my phone is lately, I'm not getting any notifications. Like my daughter's writing to me and she's like, why aren't you responding? And she looked at my phone and I guess I had it on, whenever I go to yoga, I put it on Do Not Disturb and then I forget to put it back. But I also had that little ring thing off. And for some reason, I still don't think I'm getting any notifications, but it's okay. I look at my phone often enough, I don't miss much. Oh, here, what did I miss? Okay, I think I'm caught up. All right, I think I'm going to do pink in the background, see what happens. I want to be a little reckless crazy. use a larger brush if I have a clean one here. Okay, here I'm going to use my rosemary brush. I already have paint all over my hands today. Okay. Here we go. Fun. Yes, I have a couple of weeks off from art shows. They just wear me out to work all week and then set up and do an art show and then come home and like not have a weekend. And even more than that, there's no time to get chores done either. Craziness. But now I have a couple of weeks before Rittenhouse is my next show, and that is on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of September. I live on the other side of the Atlantic. Oh, the time difference. Yes. Is it complete opposite like in France? It would be, what time is it here? 8:11. It would be, is it 6 hours difference? I guess it'd be in the middle of the, I can't even think right now. All right, let me see where my, I kind of map out where I'm going here. I did paint this really large and had it at the Rittenhouse show in Philly, and it sold, which was fun. It is very much a signature thing in Philadelphia. Cheesesteaks and soft pretzels. Can't go wrong with either one. Both yummy. I have this. Let me make sure I have that on my board the right way. I already have them wired, and sometimes if I don't double check, sometimes I'll have them upside down, and then I have to rewire them when they're finished. It's 10:15 p.m. in Sydney. Yes, Sydney's so far away. This is kind of like my sketching part, just so that I sort of know where things are going to go. Coming to Bethlehem in mid-November, need to connect. Oh yeah, that would be fun. That's where my son went to college near there. He went to Lehigh, which is in that area. It's not too far from where I went to college. Okay, I think that's a good little mapped out beginning. Get my pigment sticks out. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. So what's new with everybody? It's 14:10 in Sweden. That like military time. I have to think so hard to know what time that is. My daughter coming for a Lehigh trip with my old roommates. Oh, isn't that fun? Did you go to Lehigh? That's so cool. What a great school. It is always fun to get together with roommates, isn't it? I still get together with my roommates. Class of 91. 91. Yeah, we're close. 91. Yes, very fun. Yeah, that's Isabel's been trying to think in military time because she has to do it like for nursing. She has to do her time like that. So I think she's like set her clock in her car to kind of practice that, which is a good idea. Fun. Okay. We too use military time for work in Sydney. Yeah, it is a good idea because then there's no saying it's like you know exactly what time it is. Whereas when you use, what's the other, standard time? I don't know what that's called. Where it starts over again, but it's pretty. You can't, oh, sorry. I can't see the whole painting. I'll pull that back a little bit. Yeah, I always paint on the smaller size, which is actually easier. Like when I pull back, then I have to like pull my whole self back to read comments. I think this is the first time I tried painting on a different size board. Maybe not a good idea. Always trying, just joining in from Nova Scotia. What a cool reference photo. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to paint. I had the idea to paint the Philly pretzel. And they do sell them at a, Philly pretzel store near me here. And I was going to go get one, but then I ended up at a baby shower and they had them. We were in Philadelphia and they had them at the baby shower. So I just pulled a few off the pile and did a little photo shoot in the middle of the shower. I often will find inspiration in strangest places. Okay, I think that's enough. Pigment stick. Oh, it's called the 24-hour clock. I gotcha. Like the square format. Yeah, I love squares. I just love squares. Crazy thing to love, right? I am smitten with squares. I'm going to look for where my shadows are. I want to really let it, the baby shower story, yeah, with it was a 1-year-old's birthday party. I'm thinking, was it a baby shower? No, it was Ben and my Alex and Danica are his godparents. And it was his birthday party in Philly. Trying to think about what else is new with me. I think I've been so busy doing shows, I haven't had time to do anything. Got a little bit of shadow down here. All right, and I'm going to take my time, bold intentional strokes. Let some of that crazy color show through. So glad the weather held out. Oh my gosh, yes. Allie, it was calling for bad weather like the entire time. We had like a lean-to kind of set up behind our tent so that if we needed to, we could tuck things back there. And then I thought for sure it was going to storm for teardown. We did not rained a little bit the one morning, but we were all set up and everything was fine. But oh my gosh, on the way home, it downpoured and we didn't have any of it. Like, I don't know if it poured in where we were in Mount Gretna after we left, but gosh, it is so stressful to tear down in a storm like that and keep all your stuff dry. And it's like logistically challenging. And they don't let you tear down in advance unless it was dangerous. They would then. But, it wasn't going to be dangerous, because people are paying to come to the show and they can't have people tearing down early because And the real pros, they're much better at stuff like that than I am. I still consider myself quite a novice at doing outdoor art shows. I don't think I'll ever be one of the OG pros. This is my shadow. This, I feel like I don't quite have that in the right spot. I think it'll be fine. Thank you. You said you're good at art. I love doing art, that's for sure. All right, now I'm gonna go to my next kind of color. I don't want to fuss with my brush strokes. I just want to lay them down and not overwork them. Because we're in winter but have 21 degrees. Ugh, that sounds cold. Yeah, it was cold here yesterday, like really chilly. I didn't know it was supposed to be. It's crazy that the weather is changing so dramatically. It went from being unbearably hot to chilly in one week, it seems like. Are the shows successful for selling or more just gaining interest? It depends on the show. It depends who shows up. It could be any of that. Sometimes they're amazingly good. Sometimes I've never had a zero show, but and it is for both. Like, and I enjoy meeting people. Like, that took me a while because I'm by nature I'm an introvert. So I always find it a little scary to, go up to people and introduce myself, but I have gotten much, much better at that. It's very costly to book. Yes, it is very costly to book shows. Yeah. It's a big commitment when you have no idea if it's going to pay off or not. I mean, in the long run, it does, because I've kind of built my business with that. But like I always say, art teaches me perseverance and patience. Because when things don't go well and you don't have a great show, you have to have the perseverance to try again next time and not feel discouraged. And usually it's not because people, like in particular, didn't like my art. It's more that, a non-well-attended show. It could be bad weather. It could be booth placement. Like, all those variables make a difference in how well you do at a show. For some reason, I've lost audio. This is the second time it happened. Do you want to log out and come back in? I think everybody else can still hear me. I think that's what people have done in the past, is log out and then try it again. Starting to take shape. Having a sip of my coffee. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, thank you. But you can hear me now. Hope so. Is everybody having today coffee or tea? Or Diet Coke? It's dark. Oh, I see. I have to do a little bit of this background color up in here. Just had tea and cake. Oh, that sounds good. I'm a little bit hungry. Sounds really good. Coffee and an apple. That's good. Having an apple in the morning's terrific. Marianne says, I love the style. I have only had one class and we were blending the whole time making a pair. I usually do watercolors. The bold strokes are so fun. Yes, I enjoy painting this way. And it's actually, I was talking to someone about that at the art show. It's hard. I think it's harder to paint loose than it is to paint, like I could paint this very realistically. It's harder to paint it spontaneous and loose. It's 10:30 p.m. here. Watching. You picked up a brush now. Oh, good. Never too late in the day to paint. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I could paint that late. I'm an early morning person, not a late person. I would be too tired. Do you just keep... I'm cleaning it off with a paper towel. I'm only using one brush and cleaning it off. So I just did that. I'm going to clean it with a paper towel. My screen is frozen. Anyone else having this issue? Maybe it's your internet. Perhaps. Little like red, pink in here. Oh, good, and thank you, Allie. Allie's telling her to try to go out and come back in. I need that to be a little darker right there. Your art is so beautiful, the way the colors harmonize with each other. I love it. You also have such a reassuring voice. Well, thank you. Thanks. Whoops, I knew I was going to have a little something on my brush there that I didn't want. Cover that up. What do I want here? What am I doing? I don't know. Occasionally I have Wi-Fi or internet issues. Rare, but weather sometimes is a culprit. Yeah. Can't live with it. Can't live without it. Crazy internet. I'll put a little bit of my lighter areas here so I know where I'm going. So I save all these videos on my YouTube channel. So if you ever want to see old ones, previous ones, I guess they're not actually old. They're all up there. I don't think it quite feels dimensional yet. But it will get there. That's light there. I think maybe still have too many bright pops of color in there, more than I'd like to have. So I think as I put in this next layer of like my lighter colors, I think that'll help. I'm trying to think about what's distracting me right here, and I think it's that my I have too many pops of color. Like, I like them to be a little bit more subtle. Oh, thank you. Allie was just mentioning my online course. Thanks very much. Time to make a new one. So I've got to, one of the things that I'm not keeping up with is I do a calendar every year, and I haven't even started working on it yet. I really need to. And I can't decide, should I do birds? I usually do a bird calendar. Sometimes they're floral, sometimes they're a mix. But I feel a little bit of at a loss of what I want to do this year. So should I do a bird calendar? Should I do a mix of things? I don't know. Birds, okay, a mix. I'll have to do one of those little vote things. I'll have to do a vote thing. Of course, nobody will see it in my story, but I could try to do that since Instagram's not letting anyone see my content. Painting is coming alive. I love the colors that pop me at me too. A mix, birds. I want to see your shells. Oh, Jennifer, yes. My shells were a lot of fun. You know, I painted, it's funny, you just never know. And I thought more for kind of eye candy. I like to have something in my booth that gets attention, that people kind of stop and say, oh, look at that, right? So I painted seashells for when I was in Rehoboth. And I sold one seashell. That was it. And I had painted little pretzels when I was in Lidditz, because Lidditz is, they have a pretzel place where you can go there and make pretzels. They're kind of known for pretzels. And so, people talked about them, noticed them, didn't sell a single one. But then I did sell my pretzels in Mount Gretna. You just never know. I think I could take my, what were you asking about? My seashells. Like, maybe I'll take them to Rittenhouse. It just seems so not Rittenhouse-ish kind of thing, but be interesting to see if they sell there. It just depends on the person who walks up, kind of what they're interested in, what they like. So it could be anywhere. There's no guessing anything, I think. You just never know. Yeah, they're starting to work. How about birds and blooms? Oh, I like that, Michael. Let me write that down. Birds and blooms, and do kind of every other month. That would be fun. And I could even do some of my favorites that I already have instead of painting all brand new ones, because I have an art show to get ready for at Red Raven, which is a gallery near here in Lancaster. I've got to get working on that. I'm getting a little stressed about it. And another gallery wants me to do some work for, they're going to a show in Florida. The Pente Gallery is going to go and represent some artists in Florida at a show called Aqua. So I've got to work on that. So even though I'm in between shows, I feel like it's not time for a breather. Oh, and I'm going to go with my friends. We're going to do a plein air painting thing near where I live. I'm really looking forward to that. They're getting there. Is it too much pink? Do I need a smaller brush? Nope. I'm going to keep using the big brush. Maybe only for the salt. And then adding the salt really pulls it all together. Yes, thanks, Michael. I haven't painted with oils for a long time. It's so much fun. Fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I've been itching to paint. Do the oils dry before you put more oils on it? Oh, that's kind of a complicated question. So oil paints do take a while to dry. And like in this case, I'll do this whole painting now. Like I won't go back in and work on this again. But if I was working on a large one, yeah, usually I'd let it get dry before I'd go back in and add more to it. All right, now I have to look where there's pink showing through that I don't want. Like in here. Right here. That's better. Oh, yeah, my sunflowers, they were so fun. Mabel for May. Cute. I was testing oil for many years, but it's never... it takes a really long time to dry. Oh, Barb, I can't wait either. That'll be so fun. What type of solvent do you use to clean your brushes? I use, I don't use solvent. I soak them in Murphy's oil soap, which is like a cleaning liquid. And then I clean them with a bar of olive oil soap. I kind of swish them around. So no solvent. I try to be as solvent free as I can. All right, what else do I need to do here? What am I missing? Is there anything that's popping out that's too strong? Do we like the pink background? This is a little... Okay, here. This actually overlaps there. Makes me want a soft pretzel. See anything I'm missing? Mineral spirits are so strong. Yeah, and I also, when I am cleaning, I do have this lavender brush cleaner by Chelsea Classical Studio. I use it to clean off my palette, and you could clean brushes with that. It's supposed to be less toxic. I wouldn't say it's non-toxic, but I think it maybe says it is, but I'm not sure. But it's definitely probably better than a lot of other things you could use. Oh, there's this fun little, let's see if I can get this little, bit there. Love the Philly pretzel. Yeah, me too. When we do the Rittenhouse show, we the board hands them out to all the artists on Saturday morning, first thing. Everybody loves getting them. It's a nice touch. When you do art shows, it's nice when you do shows where, you feel like as an artist, you're appreciated for being there. Not all shows are like that. All right, am I ready for, where do you purchase your olive oil soap? Well, funny thing is, the only one that I've had so far, I bought when I was in when I taught in France last year. I guess it was last year. And I still have, I bought 2 bars of soap, but I still have 1 left. But you can just get it online. But I love that they came from France. Next time I go, I'm definitely getting more soap. All right. I think I'm changing it, but not making it better. I always say that's when it's time to stop. But now I might need a little. Pretty fun. Okay, I need a smaller brush to do my salt. So you definitely bring some pretzel paintings to, yes, definitely. I should do a little series of these. I always have a million ideas of all the things I want to paint, and then it's more the problem is the time to do it. This is what makes it really look like a pretzel, right? France is known for their soap. Yeah, it smelled so good. We went to this cute little town, and I think I was smelling the soaps for hours, it seemed. I did buy a lot, but I either gave it as gifts or used it up already. Means it's time to go back. I went into a donut shop by me. What brush are you using? It's just a skinny little Trekell. I use it for the bird's eyes. It's one of my little skinny brushes. But where my paint's kind of thicker, it's hard to get to sit on top. So I went in the store when I was with Isabel to get donuts because I was thinking about it, doing something for my inspiring art group with donuts, and I wanted the girl to only put a few sprinkles on the donuts, and it was like so hard, and she finally got just a few on each one. She did a great job. I wished I could go back there and do it myself. Maybe I have to get a job at a donut shop so I can get my donuts just the way I want them. And then when I wasn't paying attention, she put them in a box and piled them kind of on top of each other, so they all got smushed anyway. And why am I saying that? I think I was talking about that because I like this just to have not a lot of salt, too. I don't want too much salt. I'm looking forward to visiting France for solo retreat to paint lavender fields countryside off season next year. Oh, it's so beautiful there. Yeah, I'm hoping that it will be both lavender season and the beginning of sunflower season. That's how I was trying to time it. I do love the sunflowers too. The place we stay has a lavender field right there, which is beautiful. And then I have exciting news of another trip coming up the following year. So I've got to just get like the language written for that, and then I can announce it. Which will be fun. You might want to join me. I think I need a few more. I'm sure you guys are bored watching me put these little things on here. Wow, sunflower season, that's a fantastic trip. I'd like to know more. Okay. Well, my France trip is full, but you can get on the wait list if anyone cancels out. But I do have a different trip coming up, I think, the following year. All right, is that enough? Do you think it needs a little bit more? It's never boring. Thank you. Mama sure is busy. Love that name. Mama Ing is a busy job. And I don't want to... Maybe a few here. And that the salt really pulls it together as a pretzel. Okay, I think that's good. You like extra salt. Yeah, I like only a little bit of salt. I'm going to sign it. And then I will show it to you. So there's my reference. And then there's my very colorful painting. A bit more salt. All right, I can add a little bit more salt to it. So, thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. It was fun. The salt, yes, the salt does bring it all together. I will save this and it'll be up on my YouTube channel if you want to watch this one or any of my previous Wednesday morning lives. I do this every week, so if anybody ever wants to watch, almost every week. I maybe take a couple off in the year, but not very often because I love seeing all you guys. So thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. Thanks.